Right now, as you're watching this video, there's probably a song stuck in your head. Maybe it's a commercial jingle, a pop song from the radio, or that one tune that you just can't seem to shake. But here's a question. What if instead of some random earworm, the song playing on repeat in your mind was a message of strength, confidence, and empowerment? Hi, I'm John Ryan. I'm a master trainer and coach and founder of NLP Unlimited, where I train coaches and I coach leaders. And today I want to show you how to use AI music generation to intentionally install positive, empowering messages directly into your subconscious mind. But first, let's talk about earworms. Scientists call them involuntary musical imagery, and we've all experienced them. That song that just won't leave your head, that keeps on playing over and over again, even when you're trying to focus on something else or perhaps go to sleep. And there are a few reasons that songs get stuck in our heads. Repetition is the big one. Simple, catchy melodies, emotional resonance, songs connected to memories or feelings. And here's an interesting one: incomplete musical loops. Your brain actually wants to finish the pattern, so it keeps playing it over and over. But here's what can be really powerful about earworms. Once a song is stuck in your head, you voluntarily replay it hundreds, sometimes thousands of times, and your brain is doing this automatically in the background while you're doing other things. Now here's the problem. Most of the time, these earworms are completely random. Maybe it's a catchy commercial designed to make you buy something, or maybe it's a breakup song with lyrics about heartache and loss, but maybe it's just noise with no real meaning at all. But imagine this. What if you could choose what plays on repeat in your mind? What if that automatic mental replay system was working for you, reinforcing messages of confidence, abundance, courage, or even peace? And that's exactly what we're going to do today. Your environment is constantly programming your mind. The conversations you hear, the news playing in the background, the notifications on your phone, the posters on your wall, and yes, the music you listen to. All of this shapes your thoughts, your beliefs, and ultimately your actions. And music is one of the most powerful environmental factors out there because it engages multiple parts of your brain all at once. It's emotional, it's rhythmic, it's memorable, and most importantly, it bypasses a lot of our conscious filtering. Now you might be thinking, isn't this just affirmations? And if you're thinking that, yeah, you're kind of right, because there is a connection there. But using music for mental installation is actually far more powerful than traditional affirmations on their own. And here's why. First, it's more memorable. Melody plus rhythm equals sticky content. You remember songs way easier than you remember spoken words. Second, it's much more emotionally engaging. Music hits you in the feelings, which means that the message goes deeper. Third, it naturally repeats without any effort from you. You don't have to sit down and do your affirmations. The song just plays in your head, often while you're doing other things. And fourth, this is the big one, it bypasses conscious resistance. When you try to tell yourself, I am confident, your inner critic might immediately say, no, you're not. Remember that embarrassing thing you did? But when it's a song, your brain just accepts it as part of the melody. So that's the concept. We're going to use what the brain naturally does with music to create an empowering mindset. This is something I've been doing for a while, and a lot of my clients are really enjoying it and doing it in their worlds as well. Now, let me show you how to actually create these empowering songs using AI. And to do this, we're going to go to a website called Suno.com, and we're going to create some empowering songs from scratch. I'm going to walk you through step by step so you can see how this is done and you can do this on your own. Okay, I just went and logged into my Suno account, and if you don't already have one set up, you can go and get a free version to play around with it. If you really like it and want to play with all the features, go ahead and log in and get the paid version from that. I think it starts at like $8 or $10 a month, depending on what kind of plan you're looking for. So I'm in the create section because that's what we're doing. We're going to create some positive, motivating songs. And you'll see this is my workspace, and I have a bunch of songs that I've already created, and they're organized into playlists. And if you want to hear those songs, I'll put a link to a bunch of them down in the description inside this video. But for our purposes here, we're going to go ahead and create a song. So all you have to do is go over here and under song description, just like you would with any other LLM, ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, or Claude, just type in what you want and it will literally create a song for you. So there's a simple option and a custom option. The moment you get into uploading audios and doing lyrics and things like that, you're going to want to go into the custom option. That's where you can put in those details. But for our purposes, to keep it really simple, and that's all I've done here on my workspace as well, is I've just used the simple version, which is literally this. Okay, let's get started by creating our first song. So we're just going to come into song description and just type in what we want. So create a song about confidence in the style of, let's say, heavy metal. All right, so that should be something. Let's take a look. That kind of gives you confidence, heavy metal, they kind of go together. Let's see what happens. So we click on create, and all of a sudden you can see that it's starting to create. That's what these two untitled pieces are right here. And while we're talking, we're going to let them generate. And you'll notice, okay, so we got a name now, which is Iron Resolve. Okay, not bad. That sounds like confidence. And it's always going to give you two options. There might be a way to change that, but I've not been able to find a way to change that. Usually they give you two options. Same lyrics for both, but slightly different style and variation for the tunes. You can decide which one is best for you. On the playlist I'll be sharing with you in the description down below, I'll make sure that I include both so you can find whichever ones work best for you. So let's start at the top and work our way down. And let's see how it goes. Okay, so that's a long intro. That might be more than what you're looking for and maybe heavier than what you're looking for, but let's see if the lyrics come in and how it looks. Okay, that's got some classic metal tunes for us. Let's take a look at the next one and see how that one sounds. Okay, wow, that's some serious epic 80s metal. You could see, you know, the devil sign going up, people rocking out to this. Let's see if we can get to the lyrics here in just a minute. Okay, so you'll hear that it's got the same lyrics, but clearly a different song. It sounded kind of similar at the beginning, but it definitely took on a different tone as we went forward. So if you're not a metal person, like that is not your thing, that is totally cool. We can easily change that up. We're like, oh, that's not very good. Let's change it up. Let's call it style of pop music. And let's make it not about confidence. Let's make it about fulfilling your purpose. No period there. Click on create. And again, just hit create. So I'm doing minimal work here. Like think about how long it would take if you're a musician to go into the studio, to write the lyrics, to get the microphones and all of the other things set up. Well, you're just doing this and you can see, okay, this one's called Find My Flame. Okay, so this is about fulfilling your purpose. Find my flame. I can see that connection right there. And it's already generating 2 songs done. Insane. If you've already seen this before, you know what I'm talking about. This is fantastic. But the angle we're going for here is that you can create any song you want in any style. You can do reggae, jazz, orchestral, instrumental only. You're going to click that for this. Let's check out Find My Flame as it's now being released by my fake band, which I'm referring to as Inner Fire. So hopefully you like Inner Fire.
Chasing shadows, endless race. Lost my mirror, couldn't find my face.
Okay, so you see the beginning there. Let's go on to the next one and take a look at that.
I woke up chasing shadows, endless race. Lost my mirror, couldn't find my face. The clock was ticking.
Okay, I could totally see that playing on the radio or Spotify or Yahoo, YouTube Music, wherever you tend to listen to music. And that's what this does. This allows you to create like really cool songs incredibly fast. And I'm a musician. I've been playing guitar for nearly 40 years. And to create something like this in the studio would take, at least for me, a lot of time and energy. And it probably would not sound as good as this. And all we did was say, hey, create a song about this. So what do we actually do with this? You can play around in here, create songs, share them with other people. What I recommend though, is just get in here and play around, come up with an intention. So if you're dealing with procrastination, type in, create a song about procrastination. It's that simple in the style of reggae music. Let's call this combined with folk rock. Just have fun and see what comes up. This may or may not be a good song, but we will add this into the pop music list and you can let me know if it's any good as well. And we'll stick around. If you're willing to stick around, I'm happy to play this for you as it pops up. So this is Waiting for Tomorrow. You know, perhaps it's a little bit like Waiting in Vain by Bob Marley. Okay, so we got a little folk, got a little reggae. Okay, that's fun. Pretty cool. The one problem I'm kind of getting with this though is procrastination, breaking through procrastination in the style of reggae music. Probably not the best combination because when I hear reggae music, all I want to do is chill out and have like a lazy Saturday. I don't know about you, but I'll put that in the description as well, so you can have access to that as well as all of the other items that we did. Now, can you get more specific? Can you get really detailed and make this exactly what you want? Absolutely. But in less than a few seconds, literally, create this, change styles, play with it, have fun, and most importantly, give it a positive message, and you can train your brain to transform with those positive earworms. Okay, now that we've demoed the software, let's take a look at the steps so you can start creating your own custom positive soundtrack for your life as well. Number one, go to Suno.com and sign up for a Suno account, which could be a free version or a paid version depending on what capabilities you're looking for. Number two, start creating different types of songs based on the genres that you want to listen to. Number three, download them to play them on your own devices, your computer, or create a playlist to organize them how you want and even share with others, as I'll do in the description below in just a moment. And then start incorporating them into your life. I love listening to music, and when I don't have music in my day, it kind of feels off. So this is a natural go-to for me. And if you're already listening to music, this is really easy to do. You just start listening on Suno.com instead of your normal go-to music player like Spotify. Or start thinking about where you want to listen to music based on your day. Maybe you want to have some meditation music when you wake up. Then on the way to work, kick on some rock and roll to really get the blood flowing. Or pop on some EDM in the middle of the day to really kick things up a notch. And then play some relaxing music at the end of the day to help you wind down. All the while giving you and your unconscious mind positive messages and conditioning. And if you like the idea of creating your own custom music with positive intentional lyrics, but don't want to take the time to do any of this, I've got you. As I shared, I created my own positive music Suno channel called Inner Fire. I'll put a list of the playlists that I've created so far in the description below, including the ones for pop music, hard rock, synth pop, and even heavy metal. And I'll include all the songs we created here inside of this video. So get creative, have fun, and immerse yourself in a positive, empowering musical environment. Until next time, develop yourself, empower others, and lead by example.